Thank you. You can continue.
Thank you. So to continue with the mobile device then for the Galaxy A12 for Ms. Mengu, I was able to find that the cellular phone number for Judge Mbenenge was saved on the phone book. And I'm just looking for, I can also see the report, there we go. So on the A12, we can see the name JP and then the cell phone number +27 83 229 5902.
That is page 612.
We can also see again that there is on this A12 in the contacts, a contact saved under the WhatsApp account that is also linked to the cell phone number ending 5902 under the name JP. Mr. Chair, just again, just to clarify something, you will see that I'm talking about cell phone number, then I'll say the number is 083 or 079. And when I get to my forensic report, I indicate that it's +27. So the +27 is the international dialing code for South Africa. Now, the way that the forensic software works is that it will extract it in exactly the way that it was saved. So if it is saved on the device as 083, it will give it in the report as 083. But when it is saved in the international dialing code, the +2783, then it will give us that in that exact format on the report itself. So that is how it was found or saved on the device. Then still looking at this A12 device, so and I just again need to share the correct screen. On this A12 device, I also did the search for the numbers for Ms. Mengu. The two numbers that was provided to me ending 4270 and 2696. So what I managed to find is that the cell phone number ending 4270, there was voice call communication between this A12 device and the cell phone number that's ending 4270. We can see that these calls, that cell phone number ending 4270, there's a name that was at some stage saved for that cell phone number. Which page are we, ma'am? FSM 03. That's my annexure FSM 03.
615.
655.
15.
What about it, Mr. Moller?
So, Mr. Chair, what I can see is that this specific cell phone number, there's a name saved for that as Mom Voda. So my taking on what was happening here is that this SIM card or cell phone number that was given to me for Ms. Mengu was used at a certain stage in another handset. And someone else was using this specific A12 device and was making calls to the 4270 number.
Calls to which number? 42?
This to the cell phone number ending 4270.
Yes.
What we can also see, Mr. Chair, is from the dates for the specific calls, the date and time is indicated as 2024-08-31, which is 31 August 2024, and that is a couple of weeks before the handset was given to me for examination.
A couple of weeks.
Before the handset was given to me for the investigation or the downloading.
When was it given to you? Do you remember when it was given to you for downloading?
Chair, if I look at my statement, so the device, both devices was handed to me on the 18th of September 2024.
Thank you. Sorry, when you say both, you mean?
I received the S20 and the A12 devices from Advocate Skeepers on the same day. On the 18th of September, she handed me the two sealed envelopes with the two devices.
Okay, just a second. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. So if I continue with my report, so the next thing after the searches that I conducted, so initially with my first analysis and searches that I conducted on the cell phone numbers, I was not able to establish or obtain WhatsApp communication between any of these devices. But we'll get to another report, a second report, and I'll explain to the panel why I was not able to get the information, and only on the second search, but I'll get to that just now. So after the initial analysis, I was then also told that on the cell phone device, the A12 for Ms. Mengu, there was screenshots made of WhatsApp conversations. I was able to determine or then find a lot of screenshots or screen grabs saved to this A12 device related to WhatsApp conversations. Chair, what I did discover was that one of those screenshot messages or screen grabs, in the metadata, it's indicated that that specific screen grab was done on the 9th of July 2023. And the rest of the screen grabs was done on the 2nd of September 2024. And those on September 2024 were all made between 13:49 and 14:21 in the afternoon.
Between?
So the first
Between?
between 13:49 and 14:21. So that gives us more or less half an hour in which the screen grabs or screenshots were taken. And in that time, there was 122 screenshots or screen grabs saved to the device. So those screen grabs or then screenshots was made available to Advocate Skeepers. Myself, I didn't read through any of those messages, so the content thereof I didn't analyze or then read through.
Chair, just for clarity, it was page 1156 up until 1275. The screenshots, no? Yes, 1275.
Pages from
1156
1156,
to 1275.
1275.
Yeah, that's the screenshots that we went through with the complainant when she testified.
Okay. You know, Advocate Skeepers, I think, I guess like all other witnesses, this is a very important witness. Some of us are not able to follow him very well as we should have, had he been using a paginated papers. So I'm afraid we'll have to adjourn. We cannot go on like this because we're trying to divide ourselves between an unpaginated presentation and a paginated presentation, sometimes through you. And it just cannot work like that. We're going to adjourn, and please let him have a paginated version. If it's not there, please let it be paginated. You'll tell us once it's done. Mr. Mola, sorry. You heard me what I've been saying. We've got some difficulties because it's not for nothing that the volumes, the papers we have are paginated. That is to facilitate cross-referencing.
That's correct.
So you are using papers which are not paginated, and it makes things a bit difficult for us. So sorry, we'll have to interrupt your evidence so that your papers are paginated properly.
No problem.
So that we can be on the same page all the time.
That's great.
Thank
yes.
you. We'll adjourn. You'll tell us when you're finished.